I remember the way her voice trembled when she said it, like she knew the ground beneath us was about to split open. Ethan, she whispered, not meeting my eyes, there's something I have to tell you about what I did last month. It was one of those quiet Sunday mornings, coffee half finished, sunlight spilling across the counter. Our kitchen always smelled faintly of cinnamon and detergent. It used to feel like peace. That morning it felt like waiting for a storm. I smiled, trying to ease her nerves. You didn't crash the car again, did you? But she didn't laugh. She didn't even blink. No, she said softly. It's about the fertility clinic. The words hung there, heavy and foreign. My stomach tightened. Months ago we'd been there together, to test if everything was fine, if we could have kids someday. The results were private, something between us. Or so I thought. What about it? I asked, my voice sharper than I intended. She swallowed hard. You remember the samples you gave? The sperm. My hand froze on my coffee mug. Yeah. What about them? Her lip trembled. I donated them. I blinked, confused. Donated? What are you talking about? They were for us. I know, she said quickly, stepping closer, tears gathering in her eyes. But listen please, my friend Sophie, she and her husband have been trying for years. They can't have kids, Ethan. She was desperate, she was breaking down, and I wanted to help. I stared at her, trying to process the words that made no sense. So you gave her my sperm? Without telling me? She nodded, barely audible. Yes. My world tilted. The silence stretched so long I could hear the refrigerator hum. I set the mug down hard. You stole it. Her eyes widened. It wasn't like that. Exactly like that. I cut in. You took something from me, from us, and gave it away like it didn't matter. She flinched at the word stole. Tears slipped down her cheeks. Ethan, she's my best friend. She was falling apart, and I thought. You thought. I snapped, the anger in my chest turning to something worse. Disbelief, betrayal, grief. You thought it was okay to give another woman my child? The words made her sob, but I couldn't stop. Do you even understand what you've done? I said, voice breaking. There could be a child out there, my child, that I'll never know. You didn't just betray me, Lily. You changed my life without my consent. She tried to reach for me, but I stepped back. The kitchen felt suddenly too small, too bright. Ethan, I didn't mean to hurt you, she whispered. I just wanted to do something good. You've always said kindness matters. Kindness. I let out a bitter laugh. Kindness doesn't involve lying to the person you claim to love. She crumbled then, covering her face with her hands. I thought you'd never agree, she sobbed. Sophie was desperate. I couldn't watch her suffer anymore. And you thought betraying me was the solution? Her silence was answer enough. For days I avoided her. I slept in the guest room. I stared at the ceiling at night, haunted by a face I'd never seen. A child that might exist somewhere, with my DNA, my eyes, my smile. And I hadn't even been given a choice. When I finally confronted her again, her voice was quiet. I told Sophie the truth, she said. She said she'll understand if you want to meet the baby someday. The baby. The word hit me like a punch. There's already a baby? Her lips trembled. She gave birth 2 weeks ago. My heart stopped. I sank into a chair, feeling hollow. You let me sit here, eat breakfast, go to work, all while my child was being born? She nodded miserably. I was terrified. I didn't know how to tell you. For the first time I didn't feel angry. I just felt gone. Like something inside me had been emptied out. I looked at her, the woman I once thought I'd grow old with, and realized I didn't recognize her anymore. You didn't just betray me, I said quietly. You erased my right to choose what kind of father I wanted to be. That's not love, Lily. That's control. She sobbed as I stood, grabbed my keys, and walked out the door. The sunlight outside was blinding, cruelly normal. Birds sang. Cars passed. Somewhere in the world a baby cried, maybe mine. And I knew in that moment that nothing would ever be the same again. Some betrayals don't shatter with noise. They break you quietly, piece by piece, until you can no longer tell where love ends and loss begins.